Alright, welcome back to the channel, and I'm just going to give a little update on a pro hormone supplement that I've been taking for a little over a month now. Getting close to it. No, I think it makes a full month, because today's the 15th. High-tech pharmaceuticals, Decadurabolin, right here. Pretty good overall, as far as making me aggressive and giving more energy in the morning. This stuff worked great, and there's compounds in it that will help you just raise your natural testosterone, but you won't be raising any of your estrogen levels. They have blockers built in the supplement just for that, which I think is just awesome. And it did help with a lot of strength gains so far. I have increased strength overall in a lot of areas. I've never been able to curl 50s before, and it's kind of odd that I'm 41 years old, but now I'm getting better at curling 50 pounds on a dumbbell. Today's workout, I did some chest and some biceps, and I was happy to put up, I didn't get it on camera, but I put up 70s for over 10 reps, and that hasn't been done for months, so I am still continuously getting stronger. As far as an L-sit goes, the shoulder on the left side, the arm that got banged up when I got hit by this fan, that is still kind of sore, and there's still an odd sticking point when I do the L-sit. I can't get full balance and symmetry through the L-sit on the right and the left, but still a work in progress, and I understand that. I'm gonna be patient, and you can only do so much in one day. You can only get so strong in reality, but I do want to surpass my previous strength levels before I even got hit. That's my goal. I haven't written that down yet, but it's probably due time to write that down. And once you put it into this universe, it's written down, you can manifest it into this reality. And it's what we should all be doing. Speaking of progress and manifesting reality, I met a man today at the gym with an outstanding physique. I could tell he was older. He looked older. I thought he was 49, maybe 50. This gentleman was 65 years old, and he was diced, ripped up from head to toe, and he looked fantastic, and he had plenty of energy, and he was throwing around weights. And I said, great, great, you in awesome shape. That's inspiring to all of us. And he said he started at 14 years old, and that is young. But I too started very young, at 10 years old, and he said, yeah, it's the lifestyle you've got to live, and it never gets easier. So you can get better at it, get better at getting in shape, but just know that to reach these levels, getting ripped, getting lower body fat, gaining more strength and size, it does take quite a bit of focus and attention in all aspects of your life and all discipline. And know that it just won't be easy. That somebody like V-Shreds, for instance, wants to sell you like, I'm doing good, but just because I take this, that don't mean it's gonna happen. This is just a supplement to help me with my progress. but it's all up to me. And I know that. I sometimes feel like the general public doesn't know that, and they think that if you just took pro hormone or a steroid or a fat burning pill, like it'll just shape you up like that. That takes years of dedication, and to see that man today named Jeff, 65 years old, was truly inspiring, and he was still vascular, and you could feel the vibe. He was enthusiastic about the gym, and he had a sharp mind, and he wasn't slow at all. Sometimes you see people that are 60 years old plus, and they have an overall just slowed down kind of personality in general, and like they move slower, talking slower, digest the information you're giving to them slower. Not always, but it caught me off guard. It's 65. That is outrageous. And the guy looked like he could go do a race tonight. Looked like he could go do the Spartan Challenge. You'd be maybe the oldest contestant, but it looks like you're like, oh, you're doing the Spartan Challenge? I believe it. Look at you. Go get it. And he said it's just from being stubborn and keeping up the lifestyle and never quitting, never letting go. I think that's really important to not fall off. And a lot of aspects in life, but when you narrow this discipline down for the body, the only body you got, and there's no other opportunity to build up another body, and we can't just trade this one out like we can a car. But you can upgrade your life, you can upgrade your nutrition, you can upgrade your supplement regime, and you can upgrade your intensity. A lot of people maybe don't know how to channel that intensity or that determined will to keep going when you feel the breaking point. And that's important. To me, that's what actually builds the physique. And interestingly enough, I got a hunch that that's what can build the mind too. Making you sharper, more mental clarity, and you're busting through plateaus of, say, in another field, math problems or speed readers. Perhaps that they're testing the limits and they're flexing their brain and adding new grooves to it, adding more circuits. There's more neural net connection going on. I think that's a strong possibility. And we're having crazy breakthroughs in science right now with physical pills and serums and new types of steroids and stuff. And there's one big one called Ozempic, which is proving to do a lot of good as far as weight reduction goes. But it's almost too good to be true, and like most things that are too good to be true, the jury's out. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out just how effective this stuff is. But I believe even more effective than our new technology that we're having is the will to get up and push yourself through the workouts when you don't feel good, when it's not convenient, when you're tired already. This is changing me into a better person. If I didn't log all those workouts that I've been doing lately in the late morning, early morning, late evening kind of thing, if I didn't do those, I know my progress would not be where it is right now. But since I stuck to it and did more when it wasn't convenient, when I only had 20 minutes to do it, but I still did it anyways and didn't say, oh, just forget about it. This is what helps. That's time after time. You're building it, and it's being built, and the body is responding. So just know that whether you have a lot of time or you don't have a lot of time, that is irrelevant. It's about doing the action and the intensity. Because if you do it, the body responds, giving you the reward of rebuilding, growing muscle tissue, cleaning up the metabolic mess that's in there, and giving you a fresh start. And that is, in my humblest of opinions, the fountain of youth. The only true fountain of youth is to stay in great shape. And you have to attack it at all angles. There's not one particular calisthenics or bodybuilding or yoga or powerlifting or sumo wrestling or running, cycling, swimming, any of these things. You got to attack this from all facets. That's the only way. That's what I've been learning. The better I get at yoga, the better I can get at weightlifting, the better I could get at calisthenics. It'll shape you. And cardio, so important. Always keep cardio in the mix. It's never gonna not serve you. And I just believe that if we would try harder at teaching a culture about just how prevalent and beneficial it is to have a healthy, working, strong body, and how that leads to a strong mind and a determined, strong soul, that would help all of us Americans. And then even past that, on a world scale, that could definitely help every single person. And I know it does come down to a couple things and factors and money and stuff, but we're almost at that point where everybody has the technology, the know-how, and it's just up to them to figure out the nutrition part and then do the work, which will help all of us, give us the endorphin party we need, because your body will make you feel good after you're done. And it's just the old trade-off, a little bit of pain for a little bit of gain. Over and over and over and over and over until you build yourself up till you're solid as a rock. You know what I'm saying? And the adventure, you know, it's cool to have technology that's helping us, and steroids, pro hormones, and Ozempic and all that, but like, without the journey, what's the point? That's most of the fun, is how hard it was, is how grueling it was. You know, a climber gets to the top of the mountain and they celebrate, but what they're celebrating is how nasty and grueling the journey was. They're not saying, oh, thank God I'm at the top and it's the best to be at the top and this is what I'm waiting for. The whole process, going through the pain to get the gain, that's what it's all about. You know, and this could be used as metaphors for life as well, you know, whether it be career success or gaining materialistic possessions or gaining spiritual wealth, going through hellacious parts of your life to then come out on the other side and you're more of a holy person and you're more spiritual and more connected more than ever. Like, that's also a possibility. So, just like to share that with you. The Fountain of Youth, it's inside of you already, and we have these vehicles that we can carry around this planet, but we only get our one. You can only upgrade it on your own, and nobody can really upgrade it for you. It's entirely up to you. So continue the good fight, enjoy the process, enjoy the pain. You better enjoy the pain or you're not going to have any fun at all. Just like I'm still enjoying a little bit of this back pain. You know, just a little bit of lower back pain. It's almost all the way gone. Had to knock on wood there. Yeah, I don't want it anymore. But all the pain, it's teaching me things. It's a good teacher. So, alright. And that's all I got tonight. for my little rant about the body, and it's the fountain of youth is working out hard. That's the true fountain of youth. So, let me know what you think. Drop a comment, a like, tell me what you think. Subscribe if anybody sees this. I love sharing tidbits of information and just bouncing all this great knowledge we have in 2025 off each other. It's amazing. It's one of the blessings of the new tech that we have to connect with people all across the states, all across the world. So many different points of views, so many things we have in common, so many things we don't have in common. But to me, this is rich, and I love it. I love the banter. Like to talk about it. So, on that note, hang tough, stay buff, and keep your fitness for life. Odd Fitness, signing out.